Welcome to Autopsy of a Bad Line. Stay tuned till the end of the video for a sneak peek of the next bad line I intend to dissect. Batman and Superman are both undoubtedly two of the most iconic superhero characters of all time. They've appeared in everything from comics to movies, TV shows, games, merch, and more. Naturally, this means that these two, since they both belong to the DC Universe, have crossovers from time to time. One of these crossovers is Zack Snyder's 2016 film Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. The audience reception to Batman vs. Superman has been rather mixed over the years, with opinions ranging from "it's fantastic" all the way to "it's terrible," with everything in between. But there's one line from one scene in particular that has been widely hated and memed into oblivion. It's the following line delivered by Superman to Batman just as the latter is about to kill him.
Save Martha!
Batman's immediate reaction to this is to demand to know why Superman would say this name, because it's his own deceased mother's name. Lois rushes in to say that Martha is Superman's mother's name. This causes Batman to swing his intention from killing Superman to helping him save his mother. The reaction most people have had to this is that it feels incredibly forced, not to mention anticlimactic. And yeah, I have to agree, Batman and Superman's mothers just happen to have the same first name, so suddenly Batman is willing to spare Superman and help him. Trying to save a character through sheer coincidence is usually not a good idea, and having a character suddenly change goals for the same reason feels terribly contrived. Also, having Superman refer to Martha by her name sounds unnatural. It's his mother. Why would he be referring to her by her first name? Also, how is Batman supposed to know who he's talking about? Now, I've encountered people willing to defend this scene. In particular, I read an explanation from someone on Reddit that states the following. Batman has made it quite clear that he wouldn't care in the slightest about Clark's parents because they're probably Kryptonian monsters like he believes Superman is. Clark needs a name to make Bruce understand that he's pleading for the life of a human over his own. The coincidence in the significance of the name Martha to Bruce enrages him. Hence, the "why did you say that name" thing, and Batman literally raising the spear threateningly as if he thinks it's some sort of trick. It's only when Lois Lane, another human, rushes into Clark's defense with "it's his mother's name" does Bruce realize Clark has humans he cares about and humans who care about him. That's what calms him down. The realization that he's hurting a human family, not this other monstrous alien version of Superman he'd conjured in his head, and the media's endless, intense scrutiny and opinionated rhetoric had entrenched in him. That's what stops him. This is a very beautiful explanation. The problem, however, is that the scene itself doesn't really support it. Batman doesn't respond to Superman's or Lois's words by asking if Superman would value a human's life over his own. All we get is a montage of Batman's memories of his own mother, and then Lois's explanation that Martha is Superman's mother. Since Batman says nothing more on the matter, there's no implication that Batman has actually thought this far. Had the scene occurred in a book or a comic, or even an anime, where we could get some sort of narrative or internal monologue to explain this, then this idea could have worked very well. But without that, it just falls through as a defense for this scene. Also, if Clark feels he needs to give Batman a name to convince him he's talking about a human, which I have a hard time believing that he would think that far ahead at the point of death, why does he only give Martha's first name? Why not her full name? Batman has no way to know who that is, and a full name would better illustrate Martha's humanity than a first name, since it's more specific. So, while I think this scene had the potential to be good, it falls flat either because the scriptwriters were naive and thought a simple coincidence was the best way to reconcile our heroes, or they thought of a brilliant reason but failed to execute it in an understandable way. Personally, I think it's the former, since such a coincidence would feel dramatic. Fan theories are all well and good, but they're not a replacement for what actually takes place on screen. So that's it. Thanks for watching. God bless. Next time on Autopsy of a Bad Line.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.